Welcome to today's episode. Our guest is Joshua Furnish, an upcoming filmmaker at Wide Bay ITV station. Joshua serves as a content creator and director for the popular show, The New Game Panel. With a humble start as a graphic artist, Joshua's remarkable talent has led him to produce high-quality content for the station. Join us as we explore Joshua's journey from his early beginnings to his current role in the shaping of the world of entertainment. Get ready for an episode filled with creativity, passion, and the magic of the New Game Panel program show.
And saved. All right, thanks Trinity, that will make a good ringtone. Thank you very much.
It's nice to have you here, Josh.
Thanks for having me. This is incredible. To be your last guest for the season?
Yes.
Series? Nice. Yes. Thank you, Trinity.
Well, I'd like to start by asking, how'd you get started in the film industry?
Early days, I had a camcorder, always walked around making home-grade movies kind of thing when I was a kid, and that kind of kicked off my experience with a camera. No background in it, just walking around with a camera, filming stuff. Yeah, it kind of carried on from there.
Well, what motivated you to take that path, sort of doing more of the filmmaking?
Movies, I was a big movie buff like everyone is. I was a Spielberg, Sam Raimi films, and actually, it was Evil Dead 2 that kind of got me into that movie making thing. I'm like, oh wow, how'd they do that back in the 80s, how they shot the animation and all the, because everything was practical and there was no CGI. Yes. I'm like scratching your head thinking, I want to do that. I want to try that one day.
So did you take inspiration from those artists for some of your own projects that you've worked on?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I started with home movies and then I thought, okay, maybe we can reproduce like a horror flick kind of thing at home, try this, try that. And it's the editing side that's that's really a bit of a challenge and a lot of fun to do, hands-on, just trying different things out.
So has technology changed a lot since you started editing your films to now?
Oh yes, absolutely. Like over the years, because I used to start off with like Movie Maker, the very basic Adobe Premiere, then Premiere Pro, and then After Effects. Like in the title, Filmakers Journey, it's a lot of learning involved, and you never stop. Very lucky to be here working with widebayitv.com. Gained so much knowledge, and the people that you work with as well. There's so much to learn, and I love it. Yes.
So what kind of projects have you worked on just on your own or with Wide Bay ITV?
I kind of started up my own video job, just run and gun shoots and kind of practice just basic shots here and there. And I thought, okay, how can I improve that? Kind of led me into a side hustle, filming weddings and stuff. And I put that into play, and then coming here, it's a whole nother level, and you gain so much experience, just coming in and just having a go and see how everything runs. It's incredible.
How do you approach the pre-production phase of your projects?
I like to plan well in advance. I like to scope out if it's going to be a location, do my research. Where's the best, the golden hour, the best spots to shoot? Because I'm working on a show right now here called The Collectors. It's received quite well here, but there's a lot of planning involved to be it finished, and that's what I love to do, is get that end result, think to myself, okay, I did it, but what can I improve on? There's always something that you can always improve on.
What techniques do you use to ensure a smooth production process?
I like to shoot things more than once if I'm working with an actor or an actress. even for a newlywed couple, you know, okay, sometimes, because you can only take that once. So I like to get that perfect the first time around.
Can't make them redo the wedding.
No. But yeah, I like to shoot things 3 times, 4 times, and you just kind of pick the best one out of it, and that's like my.
How do you handle challenges that may arise during filming?
Challenges?
Yeah.
Well, I guess filming on location, it's always that sunset phase. Like, you got to go quick. You know, you're only given that opportunity to shoot that scene, or even sunrise. You know, you got to get that, or you got to come back tomorrow, do it again. It's, just picking the right time and
keeping to a schedule.
Yeah, keeping to a schedule.
Yes.
Because the window's only limited, you know, and you got to make sure, okay, is there enough shots? Is there enough? Can we do a few more takes with this? Can we do this? Can we do that? Swap it or change it, you know? So you got to be kind of switched on when you're doing this kind of thing.
Yes. What interests you about creating content for a game TV show specifically?
Well, that come about because I'm a big gamer. You know, I love to game. In the time that I have, I thought to myself, there wasn't any other show doing this prior to, you know, what was on television at the time, like Good Gamers or
Good Game, Spawn Point.
Yeah. It was.
Yes.
Let's do one locally, you know, and kind of branch that out.
Yes.
Go wide with that, and successfully that has sparked interest in a lot of people to take part in.
Yes.
And I thought, wow,
finding a gap. That you can fill.
That's what I did a lot of research, and I thought to myself, okay, there's no thing for cosplayers to get, you know, shown on TV or what they do, because they put a lot of years.
Yes, a lot of effort.
Yeah, like sewing and stitching. And I thought to myself, well, let's put them on the spotlight for that. Like, you know, they put a lot of effort.
Yeah, getting to show off their creativity.
Yeah, you know, and it's just a great way for people to get involved and say, oh man, I want to be part of that show. And I'm very lucky that's kind of kicked off really well.
So how do you plan to incorporate the elements of excitement and engagement into your filmmaking for the game TV show?
I don't like to jump the gun straight away and like, okay, we got the guest, let's just get this out of the way. Now, I like to, you know, pre-plan everything like a month at least, so I can write down, okay, so we have this guest, how are we going to make that flow into this scene here? How are we going to transition to this? You know, what effect can I do to blend everything in so it doesn't kind of jump the gun? But that's how I do it. Like storyboarding is probably the best way to go. You much of a gamer too, Trinity? You like to game?
Certain games.
Certain games?
Yeah.
PlayStation, Xbox?
I don't have one, but
okay.
Yes, it's on my list.
Don't worry, I'll teach you.
Okay. So do you have any innovative ideas to make the viewing experience interactive and immersive?
It's giving what the audience want, and that's entertainment. You know, I don't want you. See, back then, I used to do a lot of editing for myself. I used to run a YouTube channel for gaming, and back in the day, and even today, that's how I learned my editing skills: is cutting and pasting, what works, what doesn't.
Yes.
It's you know, you watch the big time YouTubers and say, okay, how do they do that? How do they make that engaging in the last? It's like in the first 3 seconds that catches people's attention and like, okay, yep, that's going to work fine. That's really entertaining, and you just keep watching. And that's what I'm trying to improve, is like, if I can, you know, get the audience to jump excited, like, oh my God, like that came out of nowhere. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve, you know, keep going, and you just keep learning, I guess.
What are your long-term goals as a filmmaker in the game TV show industry?
Just give off the best performance. Or like I said before, you know, you can always look back at it and think, okay, I can always do this a bit different, you know, make that a little bit more funnier. But but yeah, you can always improve on something. And, you know, for a show like this, it's like a non-stop joyride. You know, you're gonna, oh my God, what's on next? Who's our next guest? And I like to keep that going, you know. And
as you go, your works sort of show your progress.
Yeah. Well, because after the first episode, it was very successful, and I thought, okay, maybe we can amp it up, crank it up to 11. You know, put some skits in now, maybe just pump out some good content. And I'm very lucky to have that opportunity here to, you know, show my creative skills and adapt as well.
Wide Bay ITV is a great opportunity for smaller productions to have a chance at sharing their projects.
That's great, and it's for the community to love and watch back. And I highly recommend for anyone to get involved with Wide Bay ITV. It's the best chance, you know, to get hands-on experience, to learn from, you know, people that have worked here for over 30 years. And yeah, I love it. It's like non-stop here.
Are there any specific projects or collaborations you hope to pursue in the future?
Yes. There's a lot I want to do for the channel, well, for the show as well. Collaborating is the best way to learn as well. You know, you can spring off ideas, thinking, oh, you know, that's great, but you know, what about this? I'm like, oh, okay, that could work. But yeah, I think collaborating is the best way you can learn, and just have fun with it, I guess.
How do you envision your work evolving and contributing to the game show TV landscape?
Yeah, you know, I hope for the future that the show will continue on and you know, have more sponsors coming on, and just you know, giving that impact to the audience. And I'd love the show to be, you know, a bit of a worldwide thing. You know, reach out, you know, talk to those overseas who want to take part, because that can happen. And it's just,
modern technology is making it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, at the Wide Bay ITV, we can do that here, and it's incredible that we can reach and just in a call.
Yes. So, lastly, what has been the highlight of your career so far?
Highlight? Coming to work here is probably the best. I've just gained so much knowledge, and it's not about just camera work, like lights, set design, to audio mixing, and cabling. Sorry, it's so much involved, and I think I really made the best decision to come here and work, because it's just the best thing ever. I love it.
Yes. Well, I think that's all we have time for today.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me. It's been really interesting hearing from you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah. Bit of a, how we plan this ahead. So it's like this.
But that was smooth.
Yeah, we planned that.
Thank you for joining us for this last episode of A Filmmaker's Journey. It's been great having you here watching our progress, and I'd like to shout out Wide Bay ITV for hosting and helping with the setup of this program.